Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, we're not gonna.
Oh yeah, we got a drink.
It smells so strong.
Yeah,
Smell it.
I did.
Woo.
Alone and loved, that's how I feel. I dream all night and day. Could you give us a chance if you mind? And I deserve it, please, one last time. Could you give us a chance?
Hello, our beautiful people. People.
Pee-pee.
No. Today we got an interesting video for you guys. We're going to go back in time. We're gonna hop in a DeLorean, go back in time to, what year was it?
What year was it?
Back in time, and we're
You
going to
don't
talk
know.
about our first
2017.
2017. We're going to talk about our first date. It was an interesting date. It was a date-ish slash meetup slash introduction slash all kinds of stuff. You'll hear the story. We'll tell it as best as we can if we can remember. We're old, so we're losing our memory, so we're going to tell it before we get too old. All right, but you guys know what to do. If you like the video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell because we got all types of videos coming for you guys here in the future. But without further ado, let's get it cracking. All right, so for this story, we're gonna pop bottles. There's a reason why. This is a prop, but it's also something that we're going to use in the, I don't know why this makes me nervous because of what we're about to tell them.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rudy.
Don't pop it on our dog. Oh, Rudy.
Oh, she's gone. She said, forget y'all. So to be honest with you guys, Dua and I do not really drink anything. So we're going to pour as little as possible.
Okay.
She wants a little bit more.
Oh, that's one sip.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Okay. Yeah, we don't drink at all. This is the
we
first
got
time.
this as a Christmas gift, but it goes with the story. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, we're not gonna.
Oh yeah, we got a drink.
It smells so strong.
Yeah,
Smell it.
I did.
Woo.
So, if you guys watched our video that we did a couple of weeks ago of how we met, you'll know that we met in Paris. We're gonna drop that video in the description box below, or it's gonna be tagged to this video at the end. So make sure to stay to the end and watch all the way to see exactly how we met. But we met in Paris, and that was our first
Date.
Yes. It sounds romantic, but hear us out. So we met at the airport, and it was all hugs and kisses, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to meet you in person.
I couldn't kiss him because he was like, I haven't brushed my teeth.
My breath was hot. I was on like a 12-hour flight, so my breath was a little hot. So it was all hugs and no kisses. And then once we leave the airport, we obviously didn't know French. So we had to find our bus to connect to our hotel or a taxi cab or whatever we were looking for. I'm over here. This is the first time I'm traveling. She's world traveler. She said, I've been to Paris before, so on and so forth. I know what I'm doing. So I thought she knew a little bit of French, but she goes and talks to the people, and she didn't know where she was going. I was lost. So I was immediately aggravated because I like everything planned to a T. And that is exactly how it started out. Frustration, and we were lost in the airport for like a good 45 minutes to an hour until we finally decided to go get help. Because this stubborn one was like, we don't need help. I know where I'm going. And we went everywhere but to where we needed to be.
I didn't know where I was going, but I was surprised.
4 years later, 5 years later, I find that out.
No, but I was surprised that when we met up, just because I traveled the world, you thought I would know where to go from an airport in Paris. Like, as a traveler, you just figure it out.
I know now. I didn't know that then. It's just something that I'd be like, you've been here before. You know this airport, but
I wasn't worried at all. I was just like, let's just figure out where to go. He was freaking out, and that made me like, oh my.
But I was. But I wouldn't use that word for them. Don't let them know I was freaking out. I got an image to uphold here.
Okay.
All right, so then we leave the airport, and if I can remember correctly, we went to the hotel.
And by the way, that shuttle or metro or whatever we took, it
took-
was crowded.
Oh my
Remember?
gosh. It was packed and it took forever to get there. So I'm talking packed like you got people
It was
like
more,
this the entire time.
I've been to New York 3 times. That was more packed than the New York trains.
Yes, it was. I don't understand how they fit more and more people. So you're like this as soon as we got in. And then the next stop, more people get in. Then the next stop, more people get in. I'm like, are they allowing this? And keep in mind, this is the first time we've seen each other in person. And yes, we got a hotel together. And it was it. And dude was like, we don't need a hotel. We just wing it. We could get or get whatever. I'm like, no, I'm getting a hotel. It's going to be a nice one too. And it was a nice hotel.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really a nice area. See, that's what they didn't show in the picture. The area wasn't bad, but when you think of Paris, you think of City of Love and da-da-da and the Eiffel Tower. Paris was a little bit more dirtier than I expected it to be. Kind of smelled like pee when we were walking around.
The area that we were in, yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing, but the hotel was great.
Yeah.
Concierge lady spoke English. It was perfect. And then we went out to explore. So then we got that Paris vibe going on. We got that, what's that music? We'll find the music for the Paris thing and we'll attach it to this video because I butchered it. Hopefully she'll like do a music over that. But so we walked around Paris all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
And the next thing I remember is we sat down at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And
great memory.
great. And we were just talking and then he asks me, are you nervous to stay the night with me?
I asked you that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That was
swear
the first
lying.
day.
There is no possible way I'll just flat out ask you
No,
that.
because that is one of the memories that I remember. And
I think
you
because
asked me
I think
that.
I asked that question because I was worried about her safety and well-being.
Okay.
I don't remember asking that question at all, but I do remember the food being good.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward a little bit. When we were walking around, we got a little lost. So we went to a convenience store, gas station, and we went up to the guy and we were like, hey, do you know where so-and-so is? And I swear he said this in the most perfect English I have ever heard. I don't speak English. You remember that?
No, he probably practiced.
He either practiced that or I don't know. When we were in Paris, I felt like they were a little rude to us. I don't know if they don't like Americans. If you guys have ever experienced that by going to Paris, please comment down below.
I think French people, they want you to speak French. I think that's your way of saying they're rude.
After we were eating lunch, apparently I was worried about her well-being, so I wanted to check on her, see if she felt comfortable with staying for me that evening. And did you say yes?
No, you asked me if I was nervous, and I said no. And I asked you back, and you said no. No.
So we go out to explore. We went out and explored the Eiffel Tower. We sat in the park for like 4 hours. It was absolutely beautiful. If you guys ever get a chance to check out Paris, I highly recommend it. Because we sat in front of that Eiffel Tower just chilling for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Then we got up again and we went walking more around the city. We saw the shopping areas. We saw that Paris did have a nice part of the city. I was just being a little too cheap and I stayed in a little bit of a bad part. But I know that now. Hopefully when we go back, it'll be different. But they had a really nice part of the city. Shopping areas. We sat down and had baguettes, all kinds of stuff. Again, we didn't sit down. I just wanted to say baguettes. But we did all kinds of stuff that entire day. And it was actually very, very fun. And then that brings us into the evening.
In front of the Eiffel Tower.
In front of the Eiffel Tower. And ladies and gentlemen, that is where this comes in.
Did we buy the champagne?
We did buy the champagne.
Okay.
So after a nice romantic day exploring Paris, we decided to go back to the Eiffel Tower and sit down in front of it and just chill and relax and rest our feet.
And drink champagne.
Yes. So we're sitting in front of the Eiffel Tower. They have a nice water fountain in front of there. And they do this light display show in front of the Eiffel Tower that we took a video of it, but it's one of those things that you have to see in order for it to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we had like the iPhone 5 back then and it didn't have good resolution or whatever.
I filmed it though. And the video is still up.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah, it's
well,
on
let's
YouTube.
attach it to this.
Yeah.
We'll attach it to this and you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
But so while we're sitting there, we see the guys walking around. Hey, my friend, you want some champagne? You want this and this? I'm like, my friend, it's a special occasion. Let's do it. So we bought the champagne from the dude and...
I miss those salespeople.
Yes.
In Barcelona. And,
yeah, we bought the champagne from the dude. And I kid you not, I don't know. I think it was... I either had a dumb Lance moment or... It was the first time I ever opened a champagne bottle, but I'm sitting there trying to be cool. Keep in mind, it's my first time being with Dua. So I'm like, hey, you ready to drink this bottle? Cool, we about to run through this whole bottle together. And she's like, oh, I'm not nervous anymore. I'm loose. So I popped the bottle and boop.
how's it going? Oh, no!
I figured it out. The top just goes flying. And right in front of the fountain, there's a little girl sitting there. And me and Dua are just like, no. And that top, y'all, I'm telling you, this is not a lie. I will never forget it. That top went just like this. Over that little girl's head and went. It missed her by that much. And the entire time, I'm just like,
We didn't have glasses.
oh yeah, we weren't drinking out the bottle. I was just like, oh man. And I don't know if y'all would think that was funny. Maybe you had to be there to experience the moment, but that was where me and Dua were just like, you know what?
Because it was dark and it just flew off and we weren't expecting it.
I didn't even expect it. I thought I was opening a wine bottle, to be honest with you. I didn't even think about champagne. I was in Paris. It didn't matter. That thing went flying. And the whole time, I was shocked. And then afterwards, it missed the girl. Thank God. Because I don't know if it would have hurt her, but it would hurt me if it hit her.
Yeah.
So it missed the girl, and we just look at each other, and we just start busting out laughing. And then there's another couple over next to us making out and stuff, and they look at us, and they was like, that was close. And I was like, y'all saw that too? And then at that moment, we just kind of had this, I mean, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I don't know how you felt, but we just kind of had that connection. And we were cool all day, but at that moment, we were able to loosen up. I don't know if we just felt something then, or if the champagne was kicking.
The champagne was kicking.
But yeah, so we sat there and we drank that bottle of champagne right there. I think we got another one too. We was wild back in our youthful ages.
She's so comfortable.
After we did that, we walked around Paris a little bit more at night. We actually ended up
sitting on the grass like majority of the time.
Yeah, it was late. It was late, and then we just kept chilling out there, and then we left, walked around the city a little bit more, went back to the hotel room, and that was our first day in Paris.
Yeah.
We did a lot in one day.
We did.
The next day wasn't as great.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Are we going into that one?
We are going to go into that one because the whole Paris trip was our first day. The
Okay.
next day wasn't as great. You go ahead and tell this part.
The next day, we wake up and we were about to fly to Barcelona, where I used to live. What I didn't know, when I booked the tickets, the airport was 1 hour away. And we didn't know that.
We woke up late.
We woke up late, and then...
And the whole time, dude was like, no, take your time, Lance. We're going to make it. And I'm over here like...
And we were going to go to the same airport that we arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Which was just like 20 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, no rush, whatever. And then...
The taxi cab people are right next to our hotel. It's just a few meters walk. I don't even know what meters is.
When we were on the train, I was like, wait, let me look at the tickets. And that's when I realized we were not going to the same airport.
Now, let me paint the picture for you guys. I want you to close your eyes and think about this for a second. It's raining. It's cold. We don't know the language. Was it not raining and cold?
It was not cold.
She's from Iceland. It was cold and it was raining and we don't know the language and we missed our bus. So of course, it's naturally whenever they see tourists, whenever the natives see tourists, it's like, oh, maybe I can get a little extra money out of them. So we try to go, they were like, oh, the next best thing you can do is get a cab. So we got a cab.
But the bad thing is they knew we were not going to make it. They knew.
Because they took us around France just to get to the airport. He went through the city, back around, and through the city again. I think he took the longest route possible.
I mean, he drove like
I think he drove like 100 to 200 miles per hour to get to the airport. I don't know how he drove so fast and took so long to get there.
This is Lance in the car.
I thought I was going to die.
He was trying to go to sleep.
I thought I was going to die. If I wasn't going to die, I was going to throw up. He was driving so fast. So at that point, I was just like, you know what? My life. I have nothing to do right now. This man is driving. If he crashes, we're not going to make it. Lord, it's all up to you. I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep in the back of the cab ride. And I just...
Yeah, you were sleeping. And the only thing I was thinking is like, oh, we're going to miss the flight. That's literally what I was thinking.
And it gets better. So we get to the airport. We get out.
How much did we pay for the taxi?
Cab driver was really nice. He get out and like, oh, that's 200 euros. I said, you gotta be out of your month. 200 euros? And we had no choice but to pay it. We paid our 200 euros for a cab ride. Ran into the airport. What happens next? It gets better. Oh my gosh. Tell them what happened next.
We missed the flight. The plane was still there, and I tried to talk to that was the smallest airport I've ever seen. Like, I could see the line into the plane, like walking into our plane. Mm-hmm. So I was like, please just let us through. Like, we only have hand luggage. You don't have to check our bags in. Just let us through, and we're on that plane. We could have made it. I know we could have, but she was like, no, sorry, I can't. You just have to book another flight.
So on top of the 200 euros for the cab ride we paid another 4 something to not fly to Barcelona.
Girona?
We had to fly to Girona.
To everyone that doesn't know where Girona is, it's
Girona
like
is.
An hour away from Barcelona.
Once we got to Girona late at night on a plane that I thought was gonna crash. The pilot didn't land the plane. First of all, I never seen a plane flight where people could walk around and stand up and talk the entire time.
Oh,
I felt like these guys were having a party on the plane. I've never seen anything like that. And then not only that, it was raining. And then when he landed, it bounced like 5 times. When he landed like this. I was like, this has got to be the way. And then I find out that I didn't know Girona was an hour away. So I find out that Girona is an hour away from Barcelona. So she's like, we got to buy a bus ticket. So we take the coldest bus ride. Of course, she's not cold. I was freezing. It was so cold, there was like frost on the windows and you could draw your name in it. So we take the coldest bus ride to Barcelona. And we walk from the bus station. It was probably about an hour and a half walk.
No, wait. When we get to Barcelona, we got out at the wrong bus station.
I didn't know that until today. That was the wrong bus station?
Yeah, we should have rang the bell.
Wow.
That was closer.
So that's news to me. I'm glad we did this video.
That was closer to my apartment. So we got out at the wrong bus station.
I didn't know that.
And for some reason, we didn't take a taxi.
What do you mean for some reason? Let me tell this part. Because you're sugarcoating it. First of all, I didn't know that we got off at the wrong bus station until just now.
Of course I wouldn't tell you that. You were so mad.
I was mad. Second of all, we got off and she's like, oh, we can walk. And I was like, oh, it's cool. I get to see the city a little bit. It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was late. In the middle of the night.
So we're walking through Barcelona. I don't know where I'm at. And I'm like, so where's your apartment? She's like, oh, it's just right around the corner. Another 30 minutes goes by. Carrying luggage, carrying bags.
You were carrying on your, oh my God, the head.
Yes. How close are we? Oh, it's right over there. Another 20 minutes go by. I'm over here thinking, I'm like, wait a second, this girl's punking me right now. I was like, are we any closer? Yeah. It's right up the street.
Of course we're
Another 30 minutes go by. It took about an hour and a half just to get to our apartment. We walked that far.
That would have been like maybe 5-7 euros to pay for a taxi. No, now I don't understand what we were thinking.
And that's why I plan all of our trips from now on. Yeah.
No, you don't.
That was our first date, ladies and gentlemen. It was about 2 days from Paris to
That
Girona.
whole thing happened in 2 days.
Yes. And coincidentally, our first date was the first time we met, and that was our first impression of each other. So,
Not the best one.
but we're still here. We're still kicking. But that's it.
That's it.
So,
How did you feel when you got to the
Cheers.
apartment?
I went to sleep. Cheers. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Comment in the section down below what you guys think about the video. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up.
Tell us your first date story.
Oh yeah, tell us your first date story.
If
Let
it's
us know.
interesting.
Yeah, give us like a brief thing in the comment section down below, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment down below, subscribe to the family, turn on that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
I always will meet again. It's time to care. We should just share love one day.